Is Leo gonna be able to make it then?
Okay, when I look at this,
They're probably
when I
running
look at
Pharah.
this comp,
What are you guys running? Looks like you're on attack.
I'm not gonna
Defense.
automatically assume it's Lucy
Jminh.
when I see a Torbjorn and a Hanzo.
What?
Jamie, you're not on Zarya, you bot.
What am I?
Sombra, you're scouting.
Okay, so now we're on Jminh.
I thought we were going.
And this would have made it more.
Cybergoat is the backup. Cybergoat is the backup. So I saw a widow.
Fair Mercy.
Okay, Fair Mercy.
Pharmacy.
You forgot to put the teleporter in spawn. No.
That's all I saw.
Okay, yeah, you're dead.
Okay, let's go Quad.
That's just you're not used to scouting a Sombra. That's all.
Go Widow. Yeah,
Jminh go widow. Japan go ball. Frisky go tracer.
Your tracer sense is 4, I think. Yeah, well, you should just run the same sense across every hero if you can.
Yeah, they're going triple.
I'm gonna get agged a little bit, probably.
Who's that? Japan.
Okay, so you guys are in quad. I like this idea. Essentially, the whole point of putting Frisky on Tracer is so that the Tracer can kill the Zen. Or force the peel from the Mercy onto the Zen.
Yeah, you're gonna be their main target.
What is on high ground?
Ball's playing point.
Okay, so Jmin's getting spammed here. Change your position after they know where you are. Let's see if you do that.
Widow.
No, you don't do that. Change your position. Change your point of attack.
Widow's on elevator. Zen is in cafe.
Okay. I want to see you get up here. That's what I want to see. I want to see you either get up here or get in security room.
With
Because this angle is kind of garbo.
Sombra.
I'm on Zen, I'm on Zen.
Sombra's hacked, Sombra's
You have your hook.
hacked, Sombra's hacked.
Okay.
Oh, I got volleyed.
Nice shot. Alright.
I don't think I can risk.
Okay, so here's the biggest reason. The biggest reason why we want to take security room here as Jminh on Widow, okay? Biggest reason we want to take security room here is this Pharah can't fucking see us. So we can 1v1 the Widow all we want. We can put pressure on the Zen all we want. We can put pressure on the Mercy all we want. The Pharah cannot see us in security room. But we can see the whole point. And they don't have any shields, which is why security room is going to be the best spot for Widow here.
Got on red stone.
Fire left.
Again, you can just hit headshots there too and it'll work. But like, I don't, you know, the solution to any Widow problem is just hit like literally just click on the head. And it's why Widow is regarded as like the most brain dead hero in the game. Because if you can aim, it literally does not matter how you set up as Widow.
Oh wait, no. I thought I was.
Use your hook to get out. Get out. Get out. Yeah, you died with hook. You had no reason to die there. Even if you like that Pharah's getting aggressive, hooked up right, you have such a more advantageous angle on her.
Ball's hacked, ball's hacked, ball's hacked. Farm him.
Oh, I can keep up with that. I'm dead.
Alright. Widow's definitely the pick here. Let's see if you stay.
Side.
We go
No, this comp works. It's just you guys need to play it a little differently.
Do you want me on?
Having terrible lag right now.
Do you want me to
Jminh
stay on the Mercy?
stay. Let's.
That's a decent switch from Frisky
Yeah,
to
let's
mirror
see this
them.
comp with Japan on one side.
Put Frisky on his god tier Zen.
You want me to stay on Pharah?
No, you can just go Benji.
Do we want an honor
We're
then?
probably gonna have to do a dry run.
Let's keep the Mercies in. Okay.
So this spot's also advantageous because it limits you to only one sightline, and it's this one. Potentially also this one.
Where's the Widow?
Elevator, I'm pretty sure.
Elevator. I want to see this hook shot.
Nope, not elevator. Cafe.
Okay.
Let's go left.
Go security room!
Left.
Go security room! Security room!
I'm out there.
I
Get me.
Okay, it looks like you're about... Now you go security room! Look at this Zen.
Y'all see this sound?
Javen, you're alone there.
Yeah.
Oof.
She's probably gonna come
I can't see you, Jamin.
Good. Okay. Ball no, anything. Ball no, anything.
Ooh.
Push.
Nice! That's great. That Sombra's actually really boosted for peeking or running at you like that.
Push on this end. Can we go?
Or it's either that or she doesn't know that wall hacks goes for like 14.5 or 15 seconds. Nice shot.
I can res Sun.
I don't have DM, but okay.
I'm going to res. I'm going to res.
Okay, good. This is a good spot. Nice shots. So like exactly what I said, hitting headshots literally pulls you out of any bad situation. If what? That is true. I don't know what the fuck that Summer was doing. Good, nice punishing her. Like that was good. Good on you by punishing her.
That'd be MP, right?
Yeah, they have EMP without a doubt.
I thought.
Wait, did they use Mirage? Did they use anything else? They
Pop
just
walls.
popped walls.
Okay, so they just pop walls here. What you want to be doing is fake jiggle peeking. So jiggle peeking means that you're peeking and then unpeeking, peeking and then unpeeking. So like you have LOS, you don't have LOS. You have LOS, you don't have LOS. So it's like going into a visible sightline, in and out. And what fake jiggle peeking is baiting like you're about to and then not doing it. So what that forces is the Widow to sit there and stare at you through the wall for the entirety of her wall hacks instead of looking at your team.
Walls over at
Let's see if that's what you do.
33. What else did they pop? Was it just Mirage and walls?
Widow's in the middle. Widow's in the alleyway on the right.
Walls over in 2, walls over in 2. Walls down.
Alright, jumping.
Widow's on.
Like that's something you can do even if you're shit like not as good as the other Widow. You can do that and just force her to look at you and waste her walls.
Widow's on the ledge.
Oh! Okay, so if you remember Surefour's Widow video, most recent Surefour video, Widow video, if the Widow knows the general area where you are, and you don't know the general area that they are, you never go for a hook shot. And I mean never. Because the thing is the hook shot, what it does is it puts you in a predictable up-down pattern. And that predictable up-down pattern is very easy to click on your head with. And if they know the general area that you are in, and they see you hook up, they're going to get you almost every time that you're going down.
She's dinged.
Almost every time.
She's
If you think about it, right? Alright, this is kind of more advanced way of thinking about it. What comes up must come down. It's like kind of physics, right? So like your velocity is countered by a negative acceleration. And so eventually your velocity is going to be at a fat 0. And when your velocity is at a fat 0, you're literally standing still. During that moment is the easiest moment to click on someone's head. Same thing for jumping.
one. She's one.
So that's a little advanced, more physics related. If you had physics, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If not, you probably won't understand what I'm talking about.
Jminh bloody.
Somber behind Somber.
Can't finish.
Feel me?
So Summer's in the back here.
Killing.
Yeah.
That sucks. Your Mercy should be able to peel for that.
Sorry. Cannot.
Be a bit more exclamative, Frisky. Sorry.
Yeah, what Prez says is correct. That he's right.
Especially right now because I'm spotting in on Gangstagger. Okay.
Get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out. This ball's coming for your butthole.
Okay, so what do they have?
Alright, so this spot you need to take is like up here. Up here. Maybe even hook over it and then be by the car over here. Take this aggressive angle that forces them to back up, creating space for your team.
Didn't use
When Widowmakers go, I don't have any space. Bullshit, dude. Widowmaker and Tracer are the 2 DPS that make the most space as DPS characters in the whole entire game.
anything, did they? Wait, did they EMPS?
They used walls.
No, not yet.
Good wall usage.
Alright, crap. So they have an EMP
I
and...
could try and hide and. Oh wait, never mind.
Unfortunately, you use walls before they decide to use EMP. So when that happens, it's more of a, well, shit, we're probably gonna lose the fight because they have EMP, and then you just use walls.
Tristan, we'll engage with that. We've
Or you can just hit the headshot.
I got one.
Resing.
Expect
Go,
an
go,
EMP
go,
here.
go.
Summer's looking for it. We see her, yes? We see her.
Oh no, another 6-man EMP, dude. Holy shit.
We see her.
Heal me.
Alright, so as a team, when you guys know they have EMP, you need to at least have your Zen hide or play split. Because this is bad.
Heal me.
She got me first.
Nice shot.
EMP barrage, we reset. And
Only way you win the fight is if you literally kill 5 with headshots.
then we can take next fight.
Hook up to this high ground behind you.
Can you kill me? Thank you.
We have no
Okay, Jamin, do you primal? No. Okay. We dive Zen.
Good hook. Again, I want to see you hook on this high ground.
Try and force trans out, and we either kill or we
We hook on the high ground to force them to not peek you anymore.
force it, and then we blade after. No, so if we kill him, then we.
And if they do peek you, and you think that you're gonna die, just rotate. It's no reason. No. Like that position is not vital enough for you to hold to have to stay up there.
We got blade. If we force it, then we wait and then we got blade. All right. Where is that?
Okay, don't do this. If you don't get headshot, you know, good on you. But like, don't do this. Just literally hook somewhere else and peek her from a different angle.
That's it.
What
That's
on top of Salon?
She rotated because she knew that you were gonna peek her again.
I need healing. I need healing in the back.
She didn't want to peek you from the same spot again.
I need healing in the back. Behind you.
Zen-
Behind you.
Zen's
Behind
playing
you.
back
Right
on
there.
Saloon.
Thank you.
Zen's playing
You need to rotate.
back
Okay.
on Saloon Japan.
Fars
You ready?
had discorded. Fars discorded. Above.
Widow
Fars
bottom.
half.
Okay. Think about where we saw the widow, right? This, while it can be your job if you hit the first shot as a headshot, is not your job.
Behind. I got hacked. Thank
What the fuck? Alright, you know what? You know how I told you earlier? If you hit shots, it doesn't fucking matter what you do? This is a perfect example, okay? That widow should have been hard peeking you,
you, Jminh.
but she wasn't. And
Zen,
Jamin just
Zen,
hits the
Zen.
fucking
We can
headshot
probably
like a
push this
fucking
stuff out.
boss.
Ball point. Ball point. Ball to it.
So you hook without knowing where she is while she knows where you are.
Ball is
Ball to
discorded.
it. Widow top. Widow top. Widow
That's the issue. You've done that twice now.
top.
What on
On
top?
top.
What
Widow.
Jack's on her ass though.
Come on.
Now she's healed.
Oh, never mind.
Hook at a spawn.
I'm on Widow again.
Hook at a spawn! Hook at a spawn!
Zen.
Hook out of spawn!
Zen.
We can validate next
It didn't matter this fight because you guys all died.
fight.
Why didn't we not blade?
I thought you
Because
said
we
not
got
to.
picked. We got picked. So
But if you're gonna peek that angle, it's better to just hook out of spawn. If you're gonna peek that angle, get it over with.
I mean, Toki died, and I thought you said we can win this without it. Once we got the kills.
yeah.
I was gonna say this would be cool if you went up there. I didn't know the skybox was there though.
Yeah, but then I said,
we can do an early back play.
let's use walls. Let's use walls to get them locations. Then we got blade.
Ugh, I hate that.
We all here?
I have barrage again.
We all here?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You give us walls. Oh, you did. Perfect.
So when you want to.
I hate using walls to give locations. It's more like what should be happening is Jack scouts, Widow scouts, and it's just like that's the information that is given to your DPS. You shouldn't need wall hacks to scout.
Minute use transfer, right?
Okay, so think about where they all are, right? What's going to be the best way for you to rotate into a position where you can see some of them? It's hard because of this ball location. However, if you were to rotate, what is it, this underpass over here, which is by the cart, is going to be the best position where you can be.
Right.
Hey Shiva, how are
No,
you?
we did.
Yeah. they-
Alright, I need cloak Sombra.
You ready?
Yeah.
We finally get to the position.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
By the time we get there, our wall hacks are run out, which is why using wall hacks like that, it's like, sure, it gives all your teammates information, but if you don't have wall hacks by the time you 1v1 the Widow, it's kind of a waste of wall hacks. And you get 0 value out of the ult.
Mercy no guardian. She popped out.
Ooh. SMG her here, unless she's getting healed.
Go now. Go now.
Yeah, she's getting double healed. Don't worry about this. Alright, Jack. Alright.
I'm fine.
Nice prez.
Thank you.
I can go for the res.
Don't let it rest, don't let it
Oh
rest.
my gosh, they
Already
res.
res.
I
Go
can
get the ball. Get this.
There we go. There we go. Good.
Zen's one. Zen's
In
one.
one. In one.
We're using hook to get out of spawn. That's
Jack
good.
go Sombra.
Jack, go Sombra. I think Genji's fine here. The reason it's fine, however, the reason why... Alright, so why Sombra would be better here is because you can hack the ball. Why Genji's better here is because you can pressure the Zen. Tracer would even be better than Sombra, I think, because you can pressure the Zen.
Oh, you're alive.
Because you look at this comp, right, and you look at the two weaknesses. The two weaknesses are going to be, that you guys have on them, is going to be to discord the ball, or your Genji being able to kill the Zen. Those are your two kind of, like, outlets. Or, like, diving the Widow. Diving the Widow is another perfectly good one. Or diving the Zen. But yeah, those are kind of like your two golden opportunities that you have.
Alright. Let's go up top.
So we finally get this high ground. We see the Widow. I would honestly just unpeak this shit. Like, get out of there. Instead, you take the shot. Okay, so she's hooking. She's already, like, kind of looking up there. You really should not even allow her to take that shot. Because unscope, just unpeak. And just call her out to your team. Because you have dive tanks, right? You don't need to take this 1v1. Because you have dive tanks.
Oh, shot.
Widow up top. Yep.
Instead, you re-peek and die. It's more like... Okay, so why did we die here? Let's go over it again in kind of like step by step. So, we take the high ground here.
Let's go up top.
The Widow hooks. Pharah calls you out. Widow hooks. Probably already knows you're there. Unpeek this. Don't take the shot. Don't take the second shot. Don't peek from the same spot twice. Really, I don't know how much I can stress that. Do not peek from the same spot twice. It's such a bad habit that so many Widowmakers have that if you do it, it just puts you at a disadvantage or puts you on even ground with them. But if you don't do it, it puts you at an advantage. Instead, we peek the same spot not only once, but twice. And now, a third time.
Yep.
And then we die.
Roll up.
I can
We
res.
peek the same
Jminh.
spot
I
3
don't have-
times.
On the back. On me, on me, on me, on me, on me, on me.
You have.
I was trying frisky, like, I get EMP'd, I don't get DM'd.
I can res here.
I'm bombing.
Oh, never mind.
My guess is you take the L here.
I see that. Nice.
Couple seconds.
Zenin,
So for you specifically, Jminh, what happened was you didn't get enough value out of your Widow pick. And it's because of how you played your fights.
Zenin ball behind, Zen use trans, Zen use trans.
And that's not the biggest reason why you guys lost. I think probably... Actually, you know what? I am going to say that you single-handedly, if you weren't rushing your peaks and you took more time and your positioning was more aggressive in one situation, you guys probably would have been able to win. But triple peeking the Widow there actually kind of threw that last fight.
Get ready to go on Zen. Get ready to go on Zen.
You guys might actually win this fight.
Go on Zen.
I'm D-maxed.
Hey, you guys might actually win this fight.
Right on the back right.
They're taking
Oh, get the mini.
alternate angles the
Oh, you get C9.
whole time and we're not pressuring them out of them quick enough.
He was really good at ripping around.
So my whole take on why you guys lost that is strictly because of the disadvantageous angles that your Widow was taking and the amount of times that he re-peaked from those disadvantageous angles. Really just kind of made Widow... It kind of turned the game into a 5v6.
I think we're doing.
He still performed when he was given the opportunity in his bad positions. He still performed great when he was given the opportunity. But his positioning limited his opportunities,
Pharmacy again, but
which
we
therefore
have
limited his
Rochelle
output.
for our defense.
That's
Don't
essentially,
change
that's
it.
like my
So,
TLDR
okay,
of like
change
what
it.
happened on that point.
Okay,
And
let's
I don't want to
do-
like point fingers because like that's like a toxic thing to do. But from watching Jmin's point of view, I can literally go, hey, if you did this instead of that, this could probably have been turned into a win. Because like with Overwatch, right, it comes down to the amount of mistakes versus the other team's amount of mistakes. So it's like your team's amount of mistakes versus the other team's amount of mistakes. And if we reduce Jmin's amount of mistakes here, you guys win. Like that's how close this game is.
Do a Winston.
Don't have a shit. I'm gonna be rolling around and shit.
Okay, as Widow, I want you to buy these cars up ahead to start. Try and get a headshot out of their spawn.
And remember, we want to take alternate angles, so
Okay, so this spot, let's take a real quick look at it again. Potential angles the Widow can peek you from. This is number 1, staircase. Number 2, security room. Number 3, palm tree hook. Number 4, we'll call it skyscraper hook. Okay? Number 5, streets. Number 6, by the car. You can't defend all these angles at once. And all right, we'll take another look. When I talk about how powerful, and I mean powerful, that security room is, you have such a clean angle at the security room, and that Widow's not going to be looking at the security room. Such an easy way to look at that, especially if you're crouching. Crouch peek can pretty much kill her really easy, like as easy as what you're peeking from here. This is not easy to kill from. But security room, you have the whole entire angle. Which is why I wanted to see a security room peek from you here
Ball,
instead.
Zen, Mercy.
So their widow's looking at this high ground. She's limiting herself to just this high ground, which is a first hook smart decision.
Farah, I'm pretty sure it's what they've just been running the whole time. I did
Yeah, Poketooth, you get that old
not
charge.
see. I don't see anyone else. I see a widow. Yeah, so they have a Sombras.
Prez got fucked.
Huh? Okay.
It'd be funny to see Prez's point of view.
Hammond. He's hit twice.
Okay, so we're gonna stay up here. We're taking damage, or getting attempted to have damage taken from us. From this Zen down here, this Widow up here,
Hammond low.
and that Farah from down there. We die from the 6th spot that I pointed out from the Widow. If you limit your positioning to either further back or up here, you cut out potentially security tower, you cut out palm tree, you cut out staircase, you even cut out this one. The only one you open yourself up to is security room and like far car peek. Instead, you open yourself up to like 6 different angles that the Widow can peek you from. Versus if you're up here, you limit yourself to only like kind of 2 or 3.
Hot. No.
Right now, you guys are down 2. Fight's kind of over.
Mercy low.
Far on me. What the fuck?
I
Kill
killed-
me. Kill me.
Yeah.
Cafe Mini hacked.
Holy shit! How did she even get there? I'm not playing. No, I'm not playing Zion. I'm not doing that.
Okay. Play the shit. There you go.
Yeah. That's,
Ooh! Get out, get out, get out. You're gonna get far spawn.
We have no pressure on
Everyone getting close spawn is far better than one of you getting far spawn.
their widow now.
Instead, 2 of you get far spawn.
Deku Genji, I guess, on death. We're not all here. We can't take an early fight. Back up. Did they pop walls?
no.
No, that was just the voice line of Widow changing. Okay, I'm just gonna sit in the back, wait for their Hammond to pile drive down, and then I'm gonna hack him.
There, roll here. Roll here.
Okay, so you guys reset the map. That's fine.
I see Widow.
So, what I need you to do is to get this high ground up here. You need to get this high ground. You need to dominate the entirety of Streets phase by getting this high ground.
Where? Just gotta call where. No, I'm asking you.
Instead, you have like a hard on for this ball right here. Like, you want this ball so dead, you don't even care about anyone else. You're like, yo, fuck this ball, dude.
He's hacked, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him.
Now it's the right idea to say fuck this ball. After you get the hack off.
This is ball.
I'm hacked, I'm dead, I'm dead.
That's good. You're gonna get killed unless you have hookup, so you might not get killed actually.
I can go for
Sombras
res
one,
on here.
Sombras one.
They're
That's not one, Prez.
Resing.
Push up, push up,
resing.
push
They're
up.
resing fair. They're resing
Oh, don't peek. She still has walls.
fair.
It might be
I like the turnaround, but SMG that shit, dude. SMG that shit.
close to it, bro.
Don't fucking hold your pride over the kill.
Widow one left side. Oh, she used Omega.
Zin's half?
Fair can't
If you SMG that, I think you kill her.
fly, Fair can't fly.
Hammond.
Hammond. Oh, I have to reload.
Get out. Get out.
I have
What is
EP,
in
I
the
have
back? What is
EP.
in
Excellent spray usage.
the back?
Widow's behind. Widow's behind.
Where's she?
Five
She's
steps,
in the
five
saloon.
steps.
In the saloon.
Saloon.
I need healing left. I need healing left.
Yeah. I can see.
That's a good shot. Easy shot, but good shot. Way to punish her.
There we go. I might be able to res.
All on behind us.
Ball.
Ball should never be the target for Widow, unless she's hacked. Or unless he's
They're
hacked.
resing. They're resing. They're
No, I
resing.
can't.
Widow and Farah and Mercy are the 3 targets you need to prioritize here.
Get this sweater.
Hack Mercy.
Excuse me? What is happening?
Why are you on low ground so much, dude? I think you're afraid of the Widow. That's why you're not taking high ground. Or you're afraid of getting split. That's why you're on low ground. Which, like, if you're gonna sit on low ground, just don't play Widow. Play Tracer instead if you're gonna sit on low ground. But like, Tracer's such a bad pick here that you actually have to be on Widow, which means you have to play on the high ground.
Half.
Even this high ground is good enough.
VMP for this fight.
Okay.
Because think about it, right? For the Sombra, you force the Sombra to either waste a bunch of time taking the elevator, throw her teleporter up onto you, or, you know, you force the ball to use his hook on you. It's like, you force their cooldowns just because you're on high ground. And then you potentially would have your hook on cooldown to get away from it.
How am I
Ball
hacked?
behind half.
They
Oh my
also
God.
have EMP.
Zen one. Zen one.
Good pressure. This
Are
is
we
a good
ready? Are
spot
we
for you
ready?
right now.
I'm dead.
There I go.
Ball has no shield.
Oh, I don't know how that didn't hit.
Or has all.
Alright, so right now, think about it, alright? So you're opening yourself up to a Widow peak, opening yourself up to a Fair peak. Over here, you're opening yourself up to a potential Widow peak, Zen peak from main. All this damage that you could be reducing by being high ground. Like, higher ground.
I was going up.
Because you can't control what peaks you from this middle ground. We'll call it middle ground. You can't control what peaks you from where. But if you're up here, you can control what peaks you.
Saw it behind.
Which is very, very important for Widow.
Yo, Jminh, on you.
Like, limiting your engages to 1v1s, or like, instead of like 3v1s or 4v1s is like super, super important. Because you only can shoot like one shot every, what is it, 1.4 seconds or whatever the hell it is. Because you can only charge up shots. You can't sit there and go like Tracer and just blink, one clip. Reload, blink, one clip. It's not the same.
Top right.
Just reset. We can EMP blade next fight, no problem.
Don't jump!
Or we can, actually, no, we can just win this off EMP valve.
I can res this if we want.
Never jump when the other Widow knows exactly where you are. Never, ever, ever. They waste barrage.
Oh, no.
It's kind of weird.
Back
Wait,
up.
just
Don't
wait,
peek.
just wait,
Don't peek. Don't
wait.
peek. Stop peeking.
What I want to see from you... Whew! Man, I slept really good last night, but I'm still tired. What I want to see from you is going right side, hooking the staircase, or just to high ground. Probably just... Or even peeking from low ground if they're already on that close high ground. And trying to take an aggressive angle. Because if you think about it, right, you guys are either going to give up second, or you're going to play for third, or you're going to go for a last second fight. You know, and if you're going for that last second fight, you need to prepare to go right side. Even if you guys are deciding to give up second point, you also need to prepare to go right side. Instead, you just kind of play this 1 foot square of space that you're looking through. And we use walls.
Okay.
Wait.
So, like, I like this idea of walls, but on defense, you really want to line up your wall usage with the Widow's attacking, like the attacking Widow's wall usage. Like, really, really, really need to do that.
There's a zone on his left.
Y'all ready to
Alright,
go?
we can re-engage.
Zone on the left. Okay,
Alright, let's go. Push in. I'm gonna be there with EMP.
So that first shot, now the Widow knows where you are.
In 3,
It's not a mystery to her
2,
anymore.
1.
Get this in.
We got him.
Have it.
You die here. Oh, no, you don't. Mercy's with you.
Widow Jill.
Alright, now you die.
There's a far
Ha! You need to die here!
left
So I can yell at you.
side. I can res.
Damn, Jack. Jack just fragging out, dude. Okay, their Widow was dead, so this is an okay hook.
Jill mini hacked.
Okay, that's fine. You're just putting pressure on them right now. That's totally fine. Now we're up here, finally.
We're out.
But we do a jump hook instead of just hooking up there. Okay, so with that jump hook, we reveal ourselves to everyone at that choke. That's like 6 people we just revealed ourselves to, right? If we just regular hook, we don't reveal ourselves to anyone, and we control when they see us. And then you peek after they use walls.
Mega near end of second is hacked. They have walls up.
Oh god. This is familiar.
I can't see.
Okay, so there, what we need to be doing is not even trying to peek. That Widow knows exactly where you are. All she needs to do is get in your LOS to kill you. What you need to be doing is just rotating, playing like a, you know, pardon my language, but playing like a pussy. Playing like a chicken, maybe is, you know, a little bit better way of saying it. And like not, like, understanding how powerful walls is a key part of playing Widowmaker. Wall hacks is the most broken ability in the game. And the reason why it's so good is because it allows you to pre-aim. And because things die so fast in this game, just like in CSGO, like, pre-aiming was way too important. It was crazy important. That's why everybody pre-aimed in CSGO. Everyone's pre-aiming every corner, just because of how fast things die. In Overwatch, there's too many angles to be pre-aiming, right? All the time. You can only pre-aim a certain amount of angles. And when you have wall hacks, you can already pre-aim. So you can guarantee that you have first shot every single time. And so understanding that, we can decide, shit, wall hacks is busted as hell. I need to not make myself vulnerable to this ability. And by playing in where you were, which is an aggressive angle compared to hiding, alright, because they literally have wall hacks. If you play an aggressive angle, you're probably going to die.
Any flanks because they're just gonna steal me.
That's why a lot of Widowmakers on defense save their wall hacks for when the attacking Widow uses wall hacks.
I might be.
Because what it does is it gives you your own sword in a sword fight. You know, when they have walls and you don't, it's pretty much like, oh shit, they're going to kill me with the sword, and I don't have anything to fight back with. But then you have your wall hacks, right? Then it's like an even fight.
We'll res this if we want.
It makes it an even fight.
Yeah.
Well, Walls is over. Walls is over.
Yeah. Can we try hacks in? Oh.
Woo! They're just shitting on you guys with ult rotations.
Zen low. Oh, he chanced.
Nice beat though, Frisky.
I'll try and blade after.
I'm trapped because of mines.
Don't look at this Mercy. That Mercy? Alright, so like in this situation, exactly what I talked about earlier. Nice job, Jack. Good kill here. What I need Jminh to do over here is hook to the top left staircase or even this high ground. Probably left staircase or play from bottom left door. Put pressure on the Pharah. Split her attention so that way your team can focus her down.
Oh no, I might die here.
Oh my god, dude.
It's hacked.
Nice shot.
We got 2 down.
Kid.
Nice shot,
down.
dude.
Down, 3 down.
Yeah. See how
You have to hit this headshot? Oh, never mind. Now you don't. Wait, yeah, you do. They're gonna see 9. No! Oh, no. You almost clutched that shit.
Back up, back up.
What?
Why didn't you use Valk there?
It's such a toxic question.
Oh.
I think you could have used it.
Yeah.
It's such a toxic question. No. You guys are so tilted.
We're saying this comp, they have low ground.
Prez is starting to sound whiny. Just never a good thing. Whenever you sound whiny, everyone knows you're tilted. Even if I do it sometimes. I'm not speaking out of like, oh, I never do this. It's like realizing it's a bad thing is the first thing, first step to cutting the habit. So like here, I like this position, right? Let's lower the volume real quick because Prez is really loud. Let's think about this. Okay, so we'll go back what, like 2 seconds if we can. Right here. Okay. Sight lines that we're looking at. We have availability to this sight line, this potential peak spot, and then this one. Okay, that's only 3. Where the cart is, none of these spots are really active. And you gotta look at your comp too, right? You don't really have a Winston, you don't really have a Ryan or anything. You need to be going high ground here. You have to be going high ground. Your diva has to be going high ground. Your first step here is clearing high ground. You guys can tell there's only one person on cart right now. What does that mean? That should kind of tell you everyone's on fucking high ground. So what you guys should be doing is working on clearing high ground here. That's got to be the first step. You have to clear high ground. You did not miss a whole lot. You missed the end of Draco's VOD review. And now we're going over Jmin's on the next map. And essentially, like, you guys need to be clearing high ground, and then the reason you need to be clearing high ground was that, before I kind of lost my train of thought, is so that your Widow can have high ground. Your Widow needs high ground on this first part of third point.
Can we play for free?
On the second part, she just needs to sit in the back, and it's really easy. But like now she just needs to sit back here.
Okay, then let's do it. Let's do it.
Go on high ground.
Whew. Why are we giving this sightline so much attention? Right? There's no reason to give this sightline attention right now. We need to be paying attention to the people on boxes, on far boxes.
High ground is far. High ground is far.
There we go. Just block this sightline with your boxes. That's totally fine.
Okay, I'm
Yeah, I'll
looking
do
into
it.
it. I'm not seeing anyone though.
Okay. One more again. Use walls when they use walls.
I don't have DM.
Nice.
I'm hacked.
Good realization the Widow saw you.
I'm hacked, but I think I can get 2. Yeah.
Nice, Jack. Fucking huge blades.
They have no healers.
I'm hacked.
Okay.
Zombie trans.
Left side's clear right now.
Widow's down main.
Okay.
Here, opening gate.
So here, what I want to see you doing, they just use walls, right? You just blew walls. You guys are on this awkward, like, hey, we win a fight on defense because I used my walls. And then, oh shit, now we're going to lose because they used walls. And when you're on defense, that's exactly why you use your walls at the same time that they use their walls. Is so that you take out this factor of wall hacks just wins the fight. And like, you don't need to clean these mines up. That's not your job. Don't even work. Fucking Japan's like, yo, I'm gonna waste my E ability and soak this shit up.
158.
Here, what I would do if I were you, what do they have? Sombra Pharah. Only thing that's gonna be up on high ground, potentially Sombra. That's totally okay. You can probably kill her, especially if your Mercy goes high ground with you. But But since you guys are running Hammond, their Sombra's probably playing to hack a tank. So what I need you to do is go high ground and fake jiggle peek their Widow. If they ever have walls before you do, that's what has to happen.
Your boxes, Japan, be careful.
Because like what's happening right now is you're on this awkward like ult rotation where you're using their ult, then they're using theirs. And if you wait to use yours until they use theirs, that's great. But if you ever find yourself in a situation where they have walls and you don't, it becomes this like, you literally have to be the center of attention for their Widow, or else it's not going to work. And you guys are just going to insta-lose the fight. Never mind, that was Trisket that wasted his E. Never mind, that wasn't Japan. Japan just got healing for their Mercy so they could build Valk. That's fine.
They're not swapping.
So they used it.
Oh god. You guys should live if your Mercy can get to you. Yeah, perfect.
Oh god.
Hook back up there, dude. If their Hammond's on you, then your tanks have free reign. Just hook back up there.
Sin's half on the right side.
Watch for Hammond coming down.
He's one. Nope.
Stop jump peeking! Stop jump peeking! Especially if you've already peeked from that angle. If you double peek and the second peek's a jump, it's like even worse than just double peeking. Because what I said earlier, right? With the jump, you're so predictable. Incredibly predictable.
Dead.
And you're just gonna die every time. Like, you're literally losing these 1v1s because you have poor peeking habits. Poor peeking habits. PPH.
Reset.
We don't have much
Alright.
time.
Yeah, you guys
I know,
optimally
like,
just, like, what you're playing is okay. You could even go Sombra here and it would work.
They're holding left. They're holding left.
I'm on.
Oh, man. Don't go this side. Don't ever go this side as Widow. I almost always routinely go left side because it's harder to spawn camp left side than it is right side. That's why there's a mini over here, because it's easy to spawn camp.
Jen right side.
Mercy dead.
Dead one.
Jack's fragging out.
Fair low.
Okay, so now we're Tracer.
Somebody
We go
touch
right
it.
side.
Come on.
Somebody touch it.
Damn, Jack killed 3. Fucking pog, Jack. Unfortunately, doesn't matter.
My bad.
It's fine.
Let's go to the next map. Alright, I'm gonna go grab another drink. I'll be right back while this works. Or while that loads. Or... The clock ticks. There we go.
What is this, defense? Dive double sniper.
Dive double sniper? On this map?
Frisky, do you want to play the Lucio?
Are we running dive double sniper because they've been running quad?
We're probably going to run with the running.
If it's dive double sniper because they've been running quad,
Got hacked either way.
it's kind of awkward. Map we're at a hard time existing due to ping.
I'm assuming Mercy again. Side.
Oh.
Blue.
Not ping frames. Okay, so is your frame issue like a common thing, or is it a pretty rare thing? Because I have a lot of insight on how to fix frames. No, this was the only time. Okay, that's weird.
Should I
That's
go
weird.
Lucio? Like, seems like
If it's a frequent thing, I can offer a lot of help. But
seems like heal's been an issue.
if it's not a frequent thing, then I'm sure you figured it out. Okay, so this angle, I like the angle. You're limiting who can see you from bottom. You're limiting who can see you from left in general. But you do reveal yourself to 2 very likely spots for the Widow to appear. And the first spot, it's Sonicked. The top one's not Sonic, so you're looking at the top one.
Bunker.
So what are they running? Okay, your Widow is not going to be good against this unless you literally flank. You have to play flank Widow here for this to work. Otherwise, you have to switch to like Junkrat or Sombra.
We'll have to play up there.
Yeah, we
Don't shoot the shields.
Stay there.
It's just like it's a waste of your ammo,
There.
waste of time. Wait, you could have rotated already. You need to be setting up for a rotation to go high to get ready to flank. That's what your job is.
My game is breaking. I'm so laggy.
But you're having a hard time frame wise.
You call that?
Well, I'm just taking space. I'm just taking space. Sorry.
I mean, that don't go up like.
The only person you should be looking to shoot is the Bastion or Junkrat in the head. That's the only two people you should be shooting. Because what do your wall hacks do against this comp, right? Your ult charge doesn't matter because they're literally running bunker. They're all going to be on the cart. No one's going to be trying to take you in a 1v1. They're all going to be on the cart, grouped up, and trying to pump out as much damage as possible. So, like, for you, your main objective right now is literally only to flank. Only and exclusively to flank and headshot the Bastion. So, we've already revealed our position up here, right? The next thing we can do, right? They have no one that can chase us. So, hell, you could even hook top right and probably... You could probably go top right and just play for them to all turn around and look at you. Which, in turn, creates an opportunity for Jack, potentially. Okay, flanking as Widow, literally the same as flanking for any other hero, except you take a longer sightline. So, the best place for me to show you that is going to be Dorado, okay? The best spot for me to show you that is going to be on Dorado. Think about going high ground and that ledge by the Mega on Defender's side. If you hook over that ledge, and if you just kind of take your time and wait, and flank on like a defensive, and you're on a defensive Widow spot for hook, for like as Widow. Like for example, a defensive Widow spot is that main arch, the end of first point, the door. That's a main Widow like defense holding spot. And if you can use your hook to flank over there and get up there while your team kind of passively pokes and whatnot, that's a flanking Widow position. Okay, because you're on attack and you're in a defensive Widow spot. So a defensive Widow spot on this would essentially be, so on defense to flank as an attacking Widow, you literally would be in an attacking Widow spot. So think like, where would an attacking Widow be? Well, an attacking Widow would be, let's see if I can find a frame. Perfect. Would be right here. This is an attacking Widow spot. Okay. If you can safely rotate over here, which you should be able to safely rotate because they have nothing to chase you. I guess they start as a Widow, but then they go Junkrat. Once you realize they have a Junkrat, and they have this comp, you should be looking to kind of rotate over here.
Bunker.
A cool way you could do it is actually going around behind and using the river walk, like the river boardwalk, whatever you want to call it, on the side of the map. That way you don't even have to waste hook. That might take a little too long, but once you realize their comp, that's just literally what you should be doing.
Bunker.
Because like Widow is absolutely useless against this comp unless you flank.
So we'll have to
Play up there.
Yeah,
Stay there.
My game is breaking. I'm so laggy.
Which unfortunately your game's breaking, so you can't really do a whole lot anyway. But
You call that?
Well, I'm just taking space. Sorry.
taking, all right, arguing, like Prez is right. All right, just taking space. You're a Winston. You can't take space against a Bastion without your diva.
I mean, that don't go up like.
You guys argue about this because you're tilted. Prez feeds because he's tilted probably. Literally at this point, everyone should jump off the map. No hero play is going to save you guys. Jump off the map, change your comp.
I'm hella lagging. Fuck.
Yeah, me too. I'm like 20
am
FPS.
too.
Every
Wait,
fight.
that's
20 FPS? Fuck.
Every fight.
That's so bad.
I don't know the difference, Japan. I don't know the difference between you taking space and you contesting the cart unless you tell me.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, alright. You need to be switching Sombra or Junkrat here. Junkrat Hanzo is actually a pretty good, it's actually a pretty good counter to this. But so is Junkrat and Sombra. Or so is Hanzo and Sombra.
Gotta take the angles
Oh
right.
my god.
You guys
my
think you
game-
need a restart?
We never, you never swapped? Prez! Prez is your comp caller, right? That boy's gotta call this shit out.
Fuck, I'm sitting like I'm going up and down between 140 to 50 frames.
Yeah, I'm staying on like
Yeah, me too.
40.
I'm going like 100 to 20 every few seconds.
Yeah, now I'm at 150.
I'm about.
Everyone's just having frame issues. And your guys are against bunker. The reason why bunker is so strong, right, is because it is extremely punishing if you don't play it perfectly. And the ways to play it perfectly are going to be, you can run dive. You can run dive, and how it works is literally everyone drops at the same time your diva has full matrix, and you matrix the bastion for 2 seconds and all focus the bastion. And if you can land an anti on the bastion at the same time, it's awesome. But you guys do have an Ana. So like potentially where you should be looking to engage is exactly where you are right now. From exactly where you are right now is the spot that you guys need to engage from. I'll hide here, hide. Give them all this card space, drop on them, DM them for 2 seconds, get a fat fucking get a fat fucking anti on them, and just focus down the bastion until he's dead. Once the bastion's dead, look at their fucking comp. It's garbage, right? Remove the bastion from the equation, okay? Pretend you don't see it. Like, literally, if you can cover it with your finger, do it. What the fuck is Ryan, Orisa, Junkrat, Mercy, Ana going to do? Like, what? They're not going to do anything unless you guys misplay, like, super heavy, right? But if the bastion's dead, you guys should just win the fight.
Yeah.
And that's, like, the solution, is you either run Sombra and you EMP, or you just land a nade on them during a dive, like a coordinated dive. And since you guys have a Hanzo and you just lost your ult because you DC'd, literally just put this kid on Sombra or Genji.
What?
You need to be on Sombra here, and they brought Jacko's on Genji.
Don't show. We have to do this here. Are you ready?
So it looks like you're setting up a flank here. Okay. A flank for you in this spot will literally be peeking from this door. When this payload turns, you're going to have a perfect opportunity to shoot Bastion's little blue head.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Instead, you're looking at this Ana, which you had the headshot lined up, but you didn't click.
I'm DMing. No DM,
Probably because you had, like, shit frames.
No DM.
Bastion.
Do not let them res. Do not let them res. Just pressure them.
So you killed the Bastion, right? Prez goes, do not let them res. Do not let them res. Which, comm-wise, is very inefficient and kind of shit when you can just go, alright, focus Mercy.
Get this Ana? Fuck yeah, that one.
They use Nano, they use...
Hell yeah, dude, let me get this wall hacks up. Watching it sucks worse than playing it? Yeah. Yeah. So, alright, so positive, like, what I want you to do, sitting here thinking, Jesus Christ, that was bad, is sit here and go, well, shit, what could I have done differently? And that's the biggest thing you can do when you watch your own gameplay, is if it works out, why did it work out? If it doesn't work out, what could I have done differently and why didn't it work out?
Fire, they use Thingy, they use... Oh, they just didn't use Supercharger Valve for Shatter.
Oh, it's I know where your frames are dropping? That sucks, dude.
That means you're gonna have incredible amount of damage.
We can just skip the map if your frames were dropping, because
So
I can only like help you with positioning here, especially if your frames are bad.
we take an early engage. Try and pressure the Bastion. Are we all
Oh, you went?
respawn?
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I'm just messing with you.
You take,
Don't
so
worry.
we take the fight.
I can vouch
Alright,
if we need.
yeah, man, we didn't contest the time. Back up.
Ugh. Something, if you guys are gonna get tilted, like, have a mute button on your, like, mouse or something to mute your Discord, for you to just kind of say whatever the fuck you want to say and think out loud in a negative way, you know, kind of just to reset yourself. Because if those kind of things, that's what I do in my scrims, and it helps me, personally, kind of clear my mind. But if I hear my teammates doing that shit, dude, it kind of lessens the atmosphere of a scrim.
Honestly, can we just ghost, like, rush, like, right at
Goats would be a great idea, too!
Adam?
Yeah, let's just go guts.
Goats would be a great idea, too.
None of this shit's working.
Goats or coordinated dive would be great.
So we just like run straight at him.
Literally just diva, drop on them, full matrix, full focus on the bastion. Those are the two things you need to do.
Can you take over my job, please, for today?
Diva?
Mid-fight plan.
Oh,
And Prez is upset. He wants someone else to take his spot.
yeah,
Thank you.
I got you. Do you want me to swap? No, yeah, I'm good.
Lucio, we need a Lucio if we're playing goats.
Yeah,
Prez, why are you feeding?
I got you.
What is this?
Um,
No.
So we're gonna just amp on him. You ready?
Poor man.
I'm gonna fucking
Three.
grab it, yeah.
You shatter on
Amp on.
Okay, good bubble.
Onto the bastion.
This is where you're fucking dropping frames. I can tell. This is where you're dropping frames. No!
It's not gonna get it.
This sucks, dude. fucking this shit sucks. Oh my god. I'm just gonna discount this all the time. All right, we'll just move on.
You right side, please.
Frame drops is nothing I can help you with. Nothing there. All we can do is sit there and laugh at it. That's all you can do.
If they're running a bastion, you might want to consider dive or go goats and just go straight into them.
Pokey, I'm just gonna say the heroes you're gonna call the comp.
Okay, that's fine.
Prez got a little upset. Feel bad.
They're doing the Bastion comp. Everybody go. Are we going ghosts? We're going ghosts. Okay, you're sitting on
Yeah,
Summer.
Okay.
Everybody come left. Everybody come left. Let's
So
go.
yeah, we'll watch
Come
some
on, everybody
Jminh.
come Summer. You're sitting on Summer. Come on. Left. Come on. Let's go. Ready? Go. You go first.
I'm not
Ready?
because it,
Going left is weird because they're running Orisa. They can potentially suck all of you off into this pit or that pit.
Go. Come on. Let's go. Are they still there? They dropped? Go, Shimmer.
Okay, I'm putting
Into the building. No, come on. Into the
help with Diva, help with
up
Diva,
the
help with
stairs.
Diva.
Into the
Damage
building.
Junkrat,
Into the
damage
building.
Junkrat.
Okay, so like personal bubble use, right? Actual like when I do Vod reviews, I'm brutally honest, right? This bubble usage was absolute garbage. Okay? So think about it, right? You potentially have your Diva, or you have a Sombra. Alright, no Diva. Let's watch this again.
Pokey, I'm just gonna say the heroes you're gonna call the comp.
Which unfortunately, I've already pointed this out to Jminh, right? I told him, hey, your engage bubbles are actually horrendous compared to like your mid-fight bubbles.
Everybody come left. Let's go.
I'm staying on
Come on,
Sombra?
You're staying on Sombra.
Okay.
You're sitting on Sombra. Come on. Left. Come on.
I like the energy. The new energy is good.
Go, you go first.
The new energy from Frisky or Poke. I think it's Frisky.
Let's go.
It's good energy.
Are they still there? They dropped? Go, Shimmer.
They're still here.
We're going under.
Okay, I'm
Go
putting
into the building.
down,
Into
I got
the
two,
building.
one,
No, come on. Into the
Okay, I like this.
Help with Diva,
You guys are kind of split, but it doesn't matter.
help with Diva, help with Diva.
Okay, after you take that first bit of damage, don't worry. Don't worry.
Into the building.
Bad bubble.
Damage Junkrat.
This personal bubble, since they're running Bastion, you need to use this personal bubble for the engage. Literally use the bubble for the engage.
Yeah. Just keep going.
Because now you don't have it.
Keep going. Chase. There you go. Get that Bastion.
Good team bubble. Amazing team bubble.
Get that Bastion. Bastion.
Good target focus.
Bastion. There you
This is where you want your personal bubble, and you do have it again. But essentially, why that first bubble was kind of bad was because you're using it for energy for poke. And you guys don't take your time to wait until you have your second personal. If this team was better, they should have been able to punish you for that.
Body.
But they're running fucking bunkers, so...
Body, be careful.
It's good energy, good Discord. It's good Discord focus. That's what won this fight.
Taking points.
You just need to exist for that team bubble. That's the only. That's what you did in this fight. Your personal bubble could have been better. Good. This diva should die.
Nice.
Body, good.
Perfect. Right click when she comes out. Perfect. All right.
We need
Nice.
3 on payload. Come on. Yeah, Lucio, stay with them. I already have ult. Try and go up.
Yeah, they have a widow now.
Try and go up.
Widow. Hammond, they're run.
Okay. Always bubbling for a widow is risky, and you'll only get like 20, 25 energy from it.
Triple.
You guys, some of the things need to go up. Jack,
Now the widow's up there, you can't do anything. The minute you see that widow, I want to see you rotating over here, under here, up the stairs, or not under here, over back here, and up the stairs, up to this high ground. So you're potentially here. You can potentially pressure the widow with your personal bubble, as well as bubbling your teammates.
Running triple Junkrat.
yeah, they're doing it again.
They have time.
Other than that, I like the right click spam.
They have time.
Jack, Jake, Jack.
What the
It's okay.
what the fuck?
It's okay. We just play a little less aggressive here. Watch for the Hammond. Watch for the Hammond.
Careful.
Yeah, I don't know if Prez is still watching, but what Prez needs to do here is he needs to set up a push to mute button on his Discord for when he's tilted to just kind of spit out whatever the fuck he wants to say. Because think about it this way, right? If you bubble up your negative energy, bottle it up and you don't let it out, it's just gonna build up until you pop. And when you pop, that's when these negative things like you might like lash out at your mom or dad, or you might like lash out at a close friend, or you might just want to quit the game, right? That's when these negative things happen. It's when you bottle up these negative emotions, and then they bottle up, and then it pops, and you're just like you get really negative really quick. And if you have a mute button, okay, so you don't want to tell your team these things that you're like pissed about. You mute your mic and you just go on and fucking let it out. Whether you're, it's a big old sigh, it's a what the fuck, just all this tilted shit that clogs comms. Excuse me. You mute your mic and you just let it out.
Tire coming top left. Top left.
Is it gonna get you, not me?
Oh. Did we hear the tire earlier, Jamin?
I'm saying back.
Widow Hammond, they're running triple.
You guys, some of the things need to go up. Jack,
They're running triple Junkrat.
yeah, they're doing it again. They're doing it.
They have tires.
Jack, shakes, Jake, Jack.
What the?
It's okay.
What the fuck?
It's okay. We just play a little less aggressive here. Watch for the Hammond. Watch for the Hammond.
Careful.
We hear it. Your attention needs to get off this widow right now. Personal bubbling here is fine. Get your attention off of this widow and onto where the tire might be from.
Tire coming top left.
Top left. We're given the information. Need to be looking over top left. See if we can save someone from the tire. We don't look in time.
Is it gonna get you, not me? Go.
That's fine. That's fine.
We look way too late, which is fine.
Play good. Play good.
I think we lose this fight anyway.
Jack. Help Jack, help Jack, help Jack. I'm gonna die right now.
Balls hacked. Balls hacked. Balls free.
Rally.
Fat Zero Energy Zarya.
Japan, if you ever die right now, you're going to witness.
Mercy's hacked. Mercy's hacked. Mercy's hacked. Mercy's hacked. Mercy's hacked.
Mercy's one.
Nice. Good tracking.
There's a Junkrat.
Careful with the widow. Is the widow still up?
Stop jumping. The widow can see you.
Jump
There you go.
Jump behind us. Jump hacked.
There's a trap on point.
Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump! Ah! You can't jump there. You can't jump there, especially when you have grav.
Yo, Japan, switch. Japan, switch. Go to Winston.
Yeah.
We have grab
Don't
though.
peek.
We can EMP grab.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna hit him in the leg.
Alright.
Dude, they're gonna poop us. They're gonna poop
This
us.
is a long ass VOD, dude. Shit.
I think
Ugh.
I'm hacked.
There's a summer behind.
I'm gonna try and reduce my amount of pausing and kind of talk more live, because it's taking way longer than I wanted it to. I might just do one map for everybody, and so if I can get a map for Blue, that'd be awesome. I'm assuming he's in the next one.
Mercy Red's. Mercy Red's dead.
Blue, what's the next map that you're on?
Zen's in room. Zen's in room.
In the back, help.
You the map after the next? Okay, so then we'll skip the next map and go on to the one where you have.
I guess right.
That way we get a VOD review done for everyone.
Yeah.
Do it.
They use trains as well, so it's free.
Yeah.
Nice, Grav! This is good. This is good. You catch the ball and you catch the other guy.
Shoot grab. Shoot grab. Shoot grab. Shoot grab.
Widow's
Ball
one
now.
now,
Ball now. Ball now. Ball now.
There's a Junkrat on high ground.
Nice.
So just watch for that.
Okay. Okay, you just use Team Bubble. That's fine. Don't worry about that tire.
The window.
You need to be going deep, or what?
Yeah.
Jack, give me a shield. Give me your shield. Jack, give me your
Such a
shield.
weird comp.
Widow's below.
It's like
Widow's
somber
below.
floats.
Yeah, they're gonna contest this one.
Oh, press tab. They switch off Zen onto Honda.
Smash.
Honda's half.
I'm countering EP.
Oh shit.
Mines don't work. Mines don't work. Mines don't work.
I'm dead.
Play yourself on the Junkrat.
Mines don't work?
Balls half.
Is that how it works? I guess it is. That mine works. The rest of them probably don't.
Contest the widow, please.
Uh-oh, you're dead.
I'm on Leona. So okay. I'm on.
EP.
Oh shit.
EMP doesn't hit you. Or your EMP, okay. So you get hit by EMP.
Mines don't work. Mines don't work. Mines don't work.
I'm dead.
So, with that call, mines don't work, okay? This mine is clearly still active. However, this one clearly is not active. But this one still is, this one still is, this one still is. These on cart are not. We can tell that because we can see the faint little Sombra icon on top of them.
On the Junkrat.
Where they're kind of like flaming instead of having these points. They kind of have like these flames instead of the points. That means that it's hacked.
Balls half. Balls half.
Junkrat on.
Instead, we walk into one of them. Now the EMP is gone. Now all the balls are live. Okay. Walk into the one that didn't get hacked, and these two aren't hacked either. We walk into another one. We personal bubble, but personal bubble's gone instantly because that mine. And then now you get caught out because the Junkrat is like, "Hey brother, what's up?" This Hammond's like, "I'm gonna eat you for breakfast," and this Widow's like, "I'm gonna eat this guy." So that's why you die. I don't know if you just died to die or what, but
Leona. So, okay.
you and Prez should be switching heroes right now. You're both dead. You both just use your ults. You need to swap. But we walk out with this.
I can maybe back cap.
If you guys back cap, that's gonna be kind of funny.
Depending on how far up they are, I can maybe back cap.
is he?
Where are they positioned?
There's a junk ground, high ground.
I cannot back
Okay,
it.
so they have
They
walls.
see me. Fuck.
154.
Fuck, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not.
Prez is maybe dead.
There's a summer coming around. Left side.
Okay, we have both our bubbles. This should be a good opportunity for us to get 80 energy.
Oh, okay.
Might die here.
We split ourselves from our Zen.
There's above.
It's coming.
Uh,
Oh, we early bubbled. Oh shit! Nice. Jack, what a fucking pog champ right here. Okay,
I'm
huge
dead.
pog champ from
I'm dead.
Jack.
I'm dead here. I'm dead here.
this guy. Hold and wait.
Where is he? Where's the Junkrat?
They popped 2 ults. Yeah, junk's still up top.
Okay, yeah, this is like super awkward right here. 0 energy. You're right clicking at a widow. You really need to swap to comp because you're kind of useless right now.
Widow's half.
And it's not your fault. It's just the hero that you're on is useless.
Oh fuck.
Widow's dead. Camp the body. Camp the body.
Numbers on
Camp the
Mega.
body,
Numbers
please.
on Mega. Please
Numbers
get the
on
body.
Mega.
Top right.
I
Top right.
will.
Top right.
Okay.
Regroup, heal your monkey.
I like this idea of going for this Ana, but we're 0 energy. We have like no damage at all.
Jack is probably gonna double here.
Good personal, but it's late. You guys,
I'm helping you.
yeah, this is...
I'm hacked, I'm dead.
I'm gonna go out on a whim and skip this. Because I don't think that this applies here. It's literally just swap off Zarya. Yeah, swap off Zarya. Soul Rialto is the next one. That's the one that you're not on, I think, Blue. I'm gonna load it up here and see.
Forgot that there weren't stairs at this point that led up to the high ground, and they hit
yeah,
the
it looks
one
like
and then
blue
take
is
stairs up to
not
the high ground,
in.
So that was a fucking scuff plan. But
Draco Bolt is on Winston. What is he, a flex god?
Yeah.
Yeah. At least you know this.
Alright.
That's solo.
Yeah, that's fine. We just play underneath.
What's the next map?
First one fast.
Damn, this 2CP goes for a while. Anubis, here we go. Yeah, Paris. I said Paris, didn't I? Did I not? I don't know. Did I say France? Fuck.